Look at that, there's a van in there. Frozen solid. Good morning. We're still in the polar night. It's nearly 10 now. Look at the amazing view of the Lyngen Alps out here. Isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely stunning view. I'm sure there was a ton of northern lights yesterday, but I'm in a lighted parking spot, so I didn't see anything and I couldn't be bothered to go outside. It's so cold. Anyways, let's make the most important meal of the day, coffee. Today it's not frozen. Yesterday it was frozen solid, the little bit of water that I had left in here. So I get a lot of questions from people saying, oh, it's such a hassle to make your coffee. But it's not, it's a ritual, it's a morning ritual. And of course there are simpler ways to do everything. But I don't believe in simple things for simplicity's sake. I believe in doing what feels right. But so for simplicity, I believe that you should definitely keep things simple when you're in like an Arctic situation or a survival situation. That's when you should keep things as simple as possible. Don't do advanced stuff, don't bring advanced gear, use simple gear that is fail-proof. And to me that's been key when it's very cold and everything, and that is having a simple electric system in my van, having true and tested heating system, military simplicity to the important gear, and not do too much fancy stuff. Simple ways of doing things. I think it's fine to also have the rituals with the coffee making, and kind of grounds you in a way. What a beautiful spot. Gorgeous here. Cheers, my friends. That's good stuff. Got several options for where I'm gonna go today. There's this really cold wind blowing these days. And with minus 20 degrees Celsius and winds like this, it's just penetrating everything. It's bone chilling. So yeah, okay. It's easier to make decisions after the most important meal of the day, coffee. Cheers, my friends, and thanks for watching again. Alright, on the road again. Lovely place. Not like in nature, but the views are just insane. So let's go through this long tunnel here first. This one is 5.5 kilometers. And you can see there's like all kinds of stuff here, like coal boxes every 200 meters, I guess, or something like that, 250 maybe. And there's like these pull-off pockets here for emergencies. Fire extinguishers, and here are signs, 5 kilometers to go. We're out in this valley here. Stunning place. So I think there's a good gas station here, but it's very expensive now. It's Thursday. Wow. It's pretty much snow chaos here now. Look at this. Looks like this is... I don't know what this is. Maybe it's... yeah, it's a car shop. Might drive in here. So yeah, up here is that thing, the gas station. They definitely had a real Snowmageddon here. So let's see if this is super expensive as well now. Probably is. Yeah, wow. What's that? 23? That's crazy. I think I'm gonna skip that. So this is the gas station I had faith in, but it's too expensive now. I've got half a tank still, so I'm just gonna leave that. I might need some mayonnaise here to get my chili mayo. Yeah, I certainly need a new light bulb. Let's go to the gas station for that. They had some proper snow here over the new year. So let's take a look. Yeah, they're doing cleaning everything. Look at this. This is kind of fun. This is pretty. Oh, look at that, there's a van in there. Similar to mine, it's a Peugeot Boxer. It's a body shop for vehicles up here, or a garage or something, and it just looks like they're struggling with getting the vehicles out. I asked one of the guys there and he said this was a lot of snow for January, so they had their hands full. Where do you put all this snow? In the ocean. That's a good place. These are cars. Pretty insane. So apparently they just had massive snowfalls here and it buried everything. And it's rare with these amounts here of snow in January. They're going out with big machinery out here to get stuff out. In many ways it's just awesome. Of course it's hard work. Right, gonna explore this valley up here a little bit. Mandalen. It's a snowy world. They rolled out their trash cans, ready for pickup. I guess you can relate to that all over the world. This is where I'm going. Ooh, slippery. Right, with snow like this, it's always important to know where you parked your car so that you can find it again. And don't run over it with your plow tractor, because everyone here has a plow tractor. Everything just looks like cake. So nice. Frozen cake. Should have... Looks empty here. Should have bought one of these houses here. How cool would that have been? It's gonna be extremely cold in here, I think. Like the cold sinks down into valleys like this if it's not windy. Well, it's gonna be windy, so maybe not. Yeah, let's call them snow farms. Pretty sure that's the only thing you can farm out here now. So this is the Arctic, like Norwegian frozen Arctic. And some of these houses are probably not inhabited, but A lot of them are. Like that one with lights on there is inhabited. Beautiful. And you can see the trash can is rolled out for pickup. That's a long way to roll your trash can if you're snowed in. Look at the mountains though. So this is Mandalen. Man Valley. There's people living. So it's a really special snow year this year. Early January and we got these amounts of snow. That's extremely rare. It's like big snow. Usually doesn't show up until end of February or even March. I just hope we don't get like a super mild spree like we had in February last year. Just killed all the snow many places by the coast. This is probably a gravel road. Now it's paved with ice and good intentions. I think we're maybe reaching the end of the road up here. Looks like it on Google Maps. We'll see. This farm looks to be like possibly the end of the road, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So we got a no parking sign because it's a turnaround spot for the... Yep, that's the end of the road. So in summer you can continue up here, I think, maybe. Not 100% sure, but looks like that road there might be plowed down to that farm, because that road also continues on here in summer. Gorgeous place. Not much else to say about that. Arctic bliss. So I'm gonna head down and up the next valley, which should also be stunning, unless it gets too dark. We'll see. That's solid machinery for digging snow. There's a lot of buried cars around here. So if you have your car in the garage is gonna be buried too, so doesn't leave you with many options really. Up front there is the school bus. That's how people get to school here, or children. They're doing a thorough job with digging stuff out here. Let that tractor there. Well, it's a tough place up here. This is not for the faint at heart to live up here. Alright, heading right towards Alta. Deeper into the Arctic fjords here. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? The Lyngen Alps at the end of the fjord you can see out there. Now we're just gonna go around here, go further into the valley. Magic light. So the main problem here, if you find something, you're probably gonna be in avalanche danger zone. So this is pick your campsite carefully so you don't end up in an avalanche run-out zone. There's a poor moose here, and we're blocking him in. If that car could just get out of here. He's so scared. We're trying to get out of the way for him. If that car could just get out of here. This is the morning light towards the Lyngen Alps. Some rough winds above my head here. People are always asking how fast I'm driving on these ice roads, and right now I'm at like 65 kilometers an hour. That's like 45 miles an hour, and up to 70 kilometers an hour, which is 50 miles an hour. Looks a little bit faster, but it's not slow. So a lot of people here spend a lot of time plowing snow or getting rid of snow. It's almost like a part-time job up here when there's weather like this. Let's pull off here and get a good look at the Lyngen Alps. Alright, so I spoke to a plow truck driver that just pulled up next to me, and he said that it was too cold, it was too much snow this year, which it's a good thing, I think, but I agree. It's been a little bit too cold. It's beautiful. Look at this drive here in this light. So I forgot to mention we have something called polar diesel up here. So you need to fill up here in the north. Drive your vehicle empty in the south and fill up in the north to get the polar diesel. I'm not 100% sure what temperature it's rated for, but minus 36 seems to be the norm in Finland. I don't know exactly what it is here in Norway actually, so. But you gotta start watching out when you get down to like minus 30, minus 35-ish. Shouldn't be a problem at those temperatures, but oh, here's cheaper diesel. Let's get some diesel. 20. It's been like 23. Italian van here. Say hello if you're watching my video. Maybe you are, maybe not. This is the main road to the north, the E6. Not quite the highway, but it is a beautiful place. There's the ferry over to that island. Never taken that. I might do that one day. To Havnes, I think. So you see the beaches are black, and that's because of the tides. So the water comes up and not gonna have any snow there. There's an RV. Old fishing pier. Out here. Classic Norwegian fishing pier. So I'm gonna turn left in a few kilometers and go out to a fishing village called Skjervøy and see if I can spend the night there, or maybe 2 nights. It's Friday today, so I don't know if it's gonna be crowded or not in the town streets, village streets. No idea. Out on the islands. Look at these views. In the dark polar night, light, twilight. Here's my poem of the day. I'd love to have that house there. Beautiful. I'm sure there's whales out here now. This is what Arctic Norway is about a lot of the time. Used to be small fishing and Sami communities. And now a lot of people work with fish farms, and still a lot of fishing. I love this. Alright, we're gonna be dropping down into a tunnel under this ocean here. And it's steep. Of course it's steep. So, engine brake, here we go. And we go up again. Can we do it in 4th gear? Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, so here's a fish farm. Lerøy. It's one of the big companies. Here's the bridge. This is a fun one. Quite the view out the side. I need to get over there at one point. It looks really cool in there. Alright, we're getting into Skjervøy. And it's a beautiful little village in here. Oh, they got a lot of snow here. It's so weird because driving in here there was a little bit less snow, but once you got around into shelter here and out from the mountains, it's yep, it's a big snow hole here again. This is a cozy place, unless there's a crazy storm or something. Got a parking plan down here in the harbor. If they plowed it, I'm planning to park down here with all the buried cars. Gonna go and have a quick look if they still have propane here at the hardware store. The roads are terrible. It's full on washboard here. They got snow here as well, no doubt about that. Let's see. I think this hardware store is a different one. Right, let's see if we can take these back streets across and look at the ships. There's a pretty big ship out there. I wonder what it is. I think it's, yeah, that's a fish farm. Yeah, that's a fish factory. Ship, I guess. Alright. Gonna go and park. House of Culture. Church. And then Main Street, Arctic Norway. Not much going on here. Not much at all. Quiet town. Very quiet town. We're gonna go down there in the harbor, and the last time I checked, you could park there, and it looks absolutely stunning. Yeah, so these cars have been parked here for weeks, some of them. Some of them not. I think this pocket here might be mine. solid. Gonna take a little walk now up to a store here, get some water. This is the frozen harbor and my van is over there. Good spot. It's very cold here in this beautiful spot. Very cold. Look, there's the Northern Lights. Don't know if you can see it. It's too much light here since I'm in the village. There it is. Here's the gym as well. Maybe take this shortcut. Got some Ben & Jerry's cookie dough. Who can say no to that? Not me. It's a bit expensive here though. It's yeah, $10 for a pint. Love a frozen Arctic harbor. Guess we'll see more tomorrow. Unless I go out looking for the northern lights. It's too bright here. To get my warm Fjellreven jacket out. It's not good in blizzards, but it's really good when it's just cold. It's the warmest jacket I have, so I'm happy that I bought it now. Although I've been complaining about its usefulness in a blizzard. It's kind of a stealth camping situation here. When you're down here by the van, the vehicles that pass don't look above the snow there. Basically coming both ways. So I'm sheltered. All right, back inside. All right, late Saturday morning, minus 13.8. It's a pretty cool view into this frozen harbor here, Skjervøy. Look at the mountains in the background. Beautiful. Good morning and cheers, my friends. I'm here in the harbor of Skjervøy. Gorgeous place if you like little fishing villages, and I'm loving it. The view now is just spectacular with the harbor and the fishing boats frozen in the ice and the amazing mountains in the background. Most important meal of the day. Cheers, my friends. And it's Saturday, so no rush with anything. Yesterday did a little modification here for the night. So this is one of my problem areas, is the edges of this window. The cold is seeping in because I don't think the handles are very good any longer. So it's not locked as tight as it should be. The window itself is fine. It's a double layer and very well insulated against the cold, but it's around the edges, so I might have to get a look at that in the summer, I think. But just thermal insulation in the window, and it helps a lot. Always doing modifications when it's this cold to keep the warm inside as much as possible. I basically did the same thing up in the sunroof, and I made a thermal insulation cover that fits exactly in there, like this. So this one I can just push up into the sunroof, and it helps, I think. I'm not sure how much, but all little details help. The problem is usually not when it's very cold, it's when there's a wind in addition. Then it just gets crazy. So time to reply to some comments. So we're still getting those incredible cold areas, especially Karasjok, in from where I'm at now. It was supposed to come down today, but it's not coming down from -40. We had -41 yesterday, I think. Listen to the sound of the cracking ice. Water's moving out, probably. Got some northern lights over the mountain there. Hard to see with all this light here. Alright, my friends, so it's Monday. I've been stealth camping in this harbor since Friday, and originally I thought it would only be one night because it was kind of exposed, it felt like, but now it feels like the ultimate stealth camping place to camp in the middle of this little town here. It's been extremely peaceful, and I'm totally hidden from the road that passes up here because the snowbank is so high that none of the vehicles can see above the snowbanks when they travel past. So there's a little bit of foot traffic past here, but when you look at my van from outside, you can't see anything. It looks like somebody just put a van here over the weekend and left it, because you can't see any lights. It's completely light-proof, so it just looks like it's sitting here. Maybe somebody took a cruise, or went to a cabin, or visited someone in the city, or maybe even stayed at a hotel or something, or left the van because it was damaged by the cold or something. But I've been in here now for 3 nights, and it's time to leave now. My batteries are starting to run out, and I need to get some new propane, and the cold inland is starting to fall, I think. Looks like it's still, yeah, it's gonna be minus 36. Yeah, minus 38 actually in Karasjok, so it's time to get going. It's a beautiful place, this town here. So if you want to know where it is, I post my maps to my members and to my Patreons, so you can see exact positions on my map, see my routes and campsites and places of interest. So the whole van is now covered in a layer of rime frost, and I wonder if it's gonna be difficult to start today. Might be. It's been sitting for 3 nights. I haven't touched it, haven't tried starting anything, and it's been mighty cold. Alright, let's see if we can get this party started after 3 days. If I can find the key. There it is. So 3 days here should be, pretty sure that should be fine, but you never know. It's been very frosty here. Absolutely no problem. Easy as peasy. Alright, looks like I found black water and clean water here. Yep. It's gonna work. That water didn't look clean at all, so I emptied that. Gonna find water somewhere else. Alright, I'm on the road again. I have no idea about where I'm going today. Gonna go down a couple of side roads just to check out a few locations, and then we'll see. The goal is to get to Alta. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna go there and go to Biltema and buy some insulation. Try some new insulation tricks with my van here. I'm also going to check out a campsite just down the road here, see if it's feasible. A couple of campsites actually. So you don't really feel that this is an island because of the bridge here, but it is an island, and I'm super stoked about this weekend here. It was amazing to camp down in that harbor. It felt really solitary down there. I was kind of surprised about that, but that's what I'm looking for always. I just wasn't expecting it right here. So first thing, gonna check out this spot here. that's been plowed, looks like. See if one can park here, or if it's just like a turnaround spot. Yeah, this is a nice spot actually. Close to the road, but what a view. Especially out here. Cross the bridge again. It's a one vehicle bridge with a meeting point in the middle. Now I'm gonna go out to the right here and go and see that ferry kai out there. I think we got 5 days until the sun returns. Now it's 12:40 and start to feel that there's something going on. This is epic. Here's another spot I wanted to check out. Yeah, can park right here. There is no sign saying anything else. There is a sign down there, I think, but that's for summer. So a couple of good spots here. So after 3 nights, yep, 3 nights camped in the center of the harbor there. I was down to 67% battery this morning, and now I'm charging. Got 2 batteries, you know, so this is what's distributed to one of the batteries. It's getting 10 amps and 134 watts. It's gonna take nearly, yeah, it's gonna take 4.5 hours to fill up the batteries, so probably not gonna happen today. But also charging the EcoFlow Delta 2, and that's getting 107 watts, and right now I'm charging the drone batteries, so that's pulling 56 watts. So it's gonna take yeah, it's gonna take 5 hours to get this fully charged as well. So the Delta 2 is usually used for my Starlink because it's got USB high output USB-C port that will power the Starlink. And yeah, that's about it for electricity right now. Charging via the alternator on the van. Haven't modified that in any way. It is what it is from the factory. And this is the view. If this wasn't so close to where I parked the whole weekend, I would stay here. But I know I can return to this place. Only issue here is that there's a lot of footprints. I'm feeling that there might be tourist buses coming here with Northern Lights tourists. So gotta head away now from this area that can be reached from Tromsø.